Over 3.8 trillion has now been wiped from the stock and crypto markets within the last week. This crash is now ranked the largest destruction of wealth in history. Taiwan's stock market crashes to the worst day in 57 years, according to Bloomberg. And South Korea just suspended stock sell orders due to market volatility, which leads us into the VIX for our markets. Up 70% on the day. The volatility index that tracks volatility in the S&P 500, aka the top 500 stocks based on market cap in the US. And lastly, a ton of brokerages have been reported as down this morning, including Charles Schwab, Fidelity, Vanguard, TD Ameritrade, Lumen, E-Trade, FPL, UPS, Robinhood, Interactive Brokers, so on and so forth. What is going on, guys? Lottery Stocks here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if you're new. Today we have a lot of stuff to cover, so make sure to watch until the end of the video. Like the video if you find value out of it or just enjoy watching. It is free. And subscribe to the channel. Join the family, guys, on this journey to financial freedom. Today is a day in the markets that will go down in history. Now, the last time VIX has been this high, up to 66, it did not stay up there for a long time. In fact, it only surpassed it a couple of times that you can see right here historically, back in 2008 and then back during the COVID crash, were the only two times that it actually surpassed these levels, and the VIX has just tested these levels. Now, in my opinion, it takes another confirmation of a catalyst to break above this level, in which could happen. There is a lot of uncertainty with war right now, etc., etc. But where is the S&P 500 right now? Where is it going to go? The S&P 500 has officially corrected 10%. The last couple times it corrected 10%, basically both times. And after that, it ended up going higher to reach all-time highs both times, okay? Now, this isn't to say that this is necessarily over. However, the SPY is getting a bounce off of the day, all the way down from 507, now up to 518. There are several rejection points, including where we're at right now, 518.50, then this wedge right around 519.25, 524.50, 526.75, 528.60, so on and so forth. And those are the levels that the SPY has to break to actually show some bull strength, right? And in my opinion, if we close up above 528.61, then the SPY has a shot here at ending this sell-off. Now, also on the 4-hour time frame, our price target has been hit. We called it out in yesterday's video that we are getting a flush down at minimum 524, likely under 518, and at a very low 506.30. We got all the way down to 507 something on the SPY, so that price target has been hit. The SPY has a lot of room to go, like I said, to actually get back in at least building a base and holding itself, and that level is 528.60. We are very, very far from that level. We need to see a lot of strength today on the SPY in order for me to have confirmation to enter any sort of calls or anything like that. I do want to say I did add in my long-term portfolio. Today is a fire sale opportunity. And before we get into AMC and GameStop, because that is what we're getting into in 1 second, another price target has been hit on the Qs, triple Qs down 15% for a nice, beautiful correction. We had puts on the Qs. I can show you right here. We entered those on Friday, I believe. Thursday or Friday in Discord, and we have just been making crazy gains in there. Honestly, I am so proud of everybody in Discord, and the last couple of weeks have been insane. Now, we hit 424.65 on the Qs. It already hit a price target or two, but ultimately I had a price target of around 415.60. If the SPY ended up correcting 20%, the Qs would also correct 20%. Now, the Qs did drop more than the SPY, so that is something to note there as well. And lastly, before we jump into AMC and GameStop, they are calling for a potential 0.75 BP emergency cut because the Fed may have just taken too long to actually end up cutting rates. And as of right now, that could have had a very big effect on the catastrophe in the market, especially with war. Now, honestly, there is no doubt about it that we are likely in this crash emoji on Roaring Kitty's emoji list. Now, this might sound so stupid, but this was predicted. There is no doubt about it. We are at the crash stage, and after this is just him saying cheers and he's out of here, in my opinion. This is just what I see. Is AMC and GameStop over? There's no telling what his plan actually was here, but what I can say is that AMC did flush down, did hold above 435, which is also solid. I said it is going to have a flash down likely, but as long as we hold and close above 435, AMC is still safe. Now, we are rejecting off of this trend line, which is not something that we want to see. We want to see AMC get above this and essentially back above $5.20. Ultimately, we are just about a week away from at most entering this green zone, this parabolic move higher, and Roaring Kitty may just be saying cheers at the perfect time when AMC and GameStop have a massive squeeze higher. Also to note that the Volkswagen squeeze happened in 2008 when the VIX was high, the market crashed, so on and so forth, and AMC cycle is lining up alongside a market crash as well as GameStop. GameStop and AMC, I think are extremely undervalued, especially GameStop, because AMC is actually holding up. GameStop's down about 6%, and it filled a gap down here, a beautiful gap fill that we have called out on GameStop right here, down to sub 1960, came all the way down and bounced right around $18.80, which is a historical level for GameStop. You can see right here was once resistance, resistance, support, resistance, gap up, so on and so forth. You can go down the list. This is the historical trend line for GameStop. It is the level, $18.80, where GameStop has built support numerous times, have built resistance numerous times, and the fact that we bounced off of it and are closing above, likely, that is just a good thing to see, and we filled the gap. Also, Robinhood halted 24-hour trading due to huge market volatility, suspending all 24-hour trades until further notice. That was last night. Jumping into Tesla, another one we had puts on. I can show you right here. Shout out to Discord. Another sell-off and a beautiful price target hit on Tesla. In fact, it sold off way more than expected. We had a price target of 197 after it hit our first price target, and I think Tesla likely bottomed out. We came all the way down to 182 on Tesla, which is absolutely insane. Where do I see it going from here? Well, if everything holds strength across the board, I think it'll just carry over into Tesla, and also if there is a major rate cut, that will also just bring Tesla higher. Essentially, I'm not super bullish on Tesla until we close back above 206. So I'm watching 206 on Tesla. Realistically, a close above 210 would be confirmation. Overall, beautiful, beautiful plays. Nvidia got heavily oversold, broke below this channel. Another price target hit at $96. In fact, we oversold down to $90. Everything had an overreaction. Nvidia coming up, testing the bottom of this channel right around 101. Nvidia could very well get rejected here. However, if it doesn't, closes above and builds a candle back in this channel, that will be bullish for Nvidia, and I think a lot of people are buying the dip on this stock as well. But in my opinion, this could be very, very early for any sort of confirmation on any of these stocks. Berkshire Hathaway dumping half of his Apple. Another beautiful price target has been hit. We had a first price target of around 206 and then a second one at 196 after Apple built out this head and shoulders pattern, and this is just picture perfect. We had several things that were called out. Sadly, playing Apple on earnings, we had it expire on Friday, so we weren't actually in Apple puts. However, the meta puts that we did get killed on earnings only closed and cut losses at 50%. So that was better than 100% loss. Now, 274,729 crypto traders have been liquidated in the last 24 hours with total liquidations above $1 billion. I'm sure your crypto portfolio is not looking good, and it's probably best to not even click on it, right? I looked at mine last night and damn, that is the largest drop I've seen at that rate of speed, right? And I'm just going to say that. Jumping back, taking a look at Bitcoin on the daily time frame, we have still respected this ascending support line. And the last cycle, Bitcoin did the same exact thing. You can see sold under, hugged the line a little bit, had its first gap up. Sold under, hugged the line a little bit, had its first gap up, and then went to its all-time high, right back here, went to its all-time high, consolidated, dumped off, meaning Bitcoin has a very good possibility at coming back up and retesting an all-time high before at least having a break under and then essentially coming lower on Bitcoin. All right, this is just what I see potentially happening, and keep in mind this would just be a turning point that we'd have to watch if we got up there, but Bitcoin is still holding a level, and ultimately we want to see it close at least above 52,000 tonight, and that's just something I'll be watching for Bitcoin. Overall, I think, again, fire sale across the board. Dogecoin extremely oversold, down to around 81 cents. Overall, let me know what you guys are buying the dip on in the comments down below. This is what I got for you guys for today's video. If you want to come talk with me, join the Discord. It's the third link under the video, guys. You will not regret it. It is a coffee a month. I post my trades as soon as I take them. We talk stocks and crypto all day long. We post our gains, post our losses, and we have options trading alerts in there and stock trading alerts. So get in the Discord. I will also pin it in the top of comments for you guys. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel because we are very close to 30K. Last but not least, the second link in the description and pinned in the top comments is for Moomoo. It is a free broker that didn't end up going down while the other ones did. If you open an account through my link and deposit into there, you're getting up to 20 free stocks courtesy of them and earning 8.1% APY on your uninvested cash. So tell me where else you're getting these benefits. They also have a ton of other benefits, including level 2 order book data for free, access to trading options, going long, going short, viewing other exchanges, and more as a retail trader. So go to that, open an account and make a deposit and get my custom indicator. It is the top link. If you don't want to jump right into it, go get the free trial. Stop sleeping on it. It is pattern detection and forecasting. That is it, guys. I love you all. Lottery Stocks out.